Yeah, let's have a look at this beautiful day. Do you know what I thought? We'll do this on the street, because there will come a time now when you won't be able to be on the streets like this and you'll be stopped and harassed. Now, loads of things going on. I know that we'll talk about Rue, this wonderful little short film from Sean Treacy. We'll also talk about the Artemis Fowl, which is coming out on August 9th.
Yes.
And then we've also got your TV series, Heirs of the Night, which will be also broadcast pretty soon. But you're in Utah. I think you won Miss Utah 2019. Well, you were up for a major award.
I was up for a nomination for the Utah Film Festival for a short film I did quite a while ago.
Right.
Sadly, I didn't get anything out of it.
But that's fantastic. That as much as you know, there's a circle of people who kind of appreciate their own and all the rest. To be like somewhere in Utah, to be sort of said, oh, this guy's good. Like we should really sort of give this guy a nomination. Yeah. That's kind of I would think a nice feeling that nice these are strangers. These aren't people that my mom was harassing and telling them to like me. And so, how does it feel now that I spoke to you recently and you're on the set of Artemis Fowl and Kenneth Branagh singles you out and says that your audition was really strong and you got all these wonderful kind of, I don't know, you won an award at Disney. I think we've got what have we got going on here? I blame the parents. I always blame the parents. Max, he's Gandhi. He doesn't give a nonsense of it. But sorry, where I was probably going was, I mean, does it feel from the outside? It seems like everything's sort of going your way, or does it just feel like another day at the office for you?
I mean, things have lined up pretty nicely. Like in terms of in the past year, there's been some things that have not gone my way, and I'm going, that's annoying. And I thought, that's it. But then if I was doing that, then I wouldn't be doing all these other things. So in a way, everything happens for a reason. Now, given that you won over in Disney too for best solo voice, was it solo? I went to Paris for a dance competition, and it's like a singing and dance sort of thing.
Right. So I mean, it's suggesting that I don't know whether you've got a certain widescreen approach to what you'd like to do, or whether you have this acting is the number one thing. I don't know if there's. I mean, I love acting like as a main, but it's really important to have those skills as well, because you'll never know when a director will say, well, actually in this scene you'll need to sing, or you might need to dance or do some choreography, so it's really good to have. Would you have idols in this world? I know we've spoken before, and I can't remember now if there are certain people that you sort of aspire to, because it just seems like you have quite a wide range of possibilities, so I don't know whether you can narrow it down to. Well, I really aspire to Taron Egerton. He's an English actor. He can sing as well and all that, so that's kind of like a. And what's he been in that we should know? I should know the name. He's in The Kingsman Secret. There you go. Right, of course, yes. He's also going to be in like the new Elton John film. That's it. He plays the main guy. Yes, that's right. Wow. So when it comes to something like Rue, the short film, this just won for Sean Treacy at the Fresh Film Festival. Yes. Won Young Filmmaker of the Year. Yeah. When you made that film, and it is a wonderful, wonderful short. Thank you. I mean, can you kind of feel that when you've made something that well, this is a cut above the rest? Because a lot of shorts go out there, and like music, it's all meant to be as good as people can do, but every now and again one hits the target. Did you know this one hit the target? Well, I'd seen Sean's previous films, and I knew that he had a knack for the filmmaking. He's just incredible the way he can just capture something really truly special on camera. Right. He's away with storytelling, so I knew that it wasn't something awful, but I never knew that it would be first, so I'm very glad about that. Nice. Now, we should say that as well as we mentioned Heirs of the Night and Artemis Fowl, we should give a quick mention Janine Bankhart. She's got Chimes, that's also out this year. Is that yes? Right, and that's another. You seem incredibly busy. Is this like every weekend? Is it just that you go through phases when you're on holidays from school that you throw yourself into the work, or? Yeah, well, there'll be auditions sort of every week, and then maybe 1 in 5. I'm not sure what. It really depends. It really depends, like if you get the audition, if you're the right person. So with something like Chimes, was it Janine coming to you from having seen previous work? Was that a fresh kind of audition? Because I'm guessing within the industry, a lot of people would know who you are now, or get a good idea of who you are, because you got an outrageously big CV for somebody your age. Thank you. But I think she went to my agent, who's like, so she knew that like, oh, this agent has a lot of kids, and that's what we need. So she just went through there, and then I auditioned through there, and it just happened. Now we should ask about the two biggies. Now I suppose Artemis Fowl is a film that a lot of people are going to have high expectations for. Kenneth Branagh, your friend, is behind the camera, and Disney are putting their stamp on it, so it'll certainly get marketed properly. How was that, a big budget film like that? Was it surreal? Was it fun? I don't know how you...
Yeah, it was really fun. I was only there for 2 days, but it was really, really interesting the days I was there, just to see the level of professionalism that really goes into these films and the hard work that everyone's working just to get this film done.
And of course the amount of strings that have to sort of be behind the scenes for any kind of, even a short film, but on that scale I can imagine it's just sort of another world really when you step in. Did it give you a kind of a yearning, and just to be in that world for 2 days? It must have given you a sense of, wouldn't this be amazing to be this kind of...
it was a really good taster, so...
Right. Now the other biggie that's out this year also is Heirs of the Night, which is a TV series. You shot in two godforsaken places, Croatia and Kilcool, I think, was it? Or
Croatia and Latvia.
I knew it was somewhere godforsaken anyway. I couldn't remember which one it was. But how was that? Because that's a new kind of experience too for you. That's you are dealing with you're playing Seymour of what's the
Lacana.
There you go, Lacana. I'm glad you remembered. Was that was that like a whole different kind of experience, because it's a fantasy world? It's sort of, I guess, is it period you could call it, but when you go into the fantasy, was that something that you felt very natural very quickly with, or was it a strange world to...
It took a while to get into, but it was really fun because it was just something completely different that I've never done before, so...
Right.
I loved it.
How does one research when you deal with sort of apocalyptic, gothic, fairy tale lands? I don't know how one gets ready. I don't know, did you try and spend a day in Newtown on Kennedy, or how do you get your... How does one prepare? Do you go into that sort of method thing of trying to figure out this character beyond the page, or how does one get there for you?
I just sort of think like how does the character relate to me, and like a lot of actors sort of bring the character, like go to the character, but for me it just works if I bring the character to me, so I just find similarities that happen with me.
Now, given just how omnipresent you are this year, that everywhere I turn there's your beautiful little face shining back at me saying, oh, I'm in this movie, I'm in this short. I actually saw a charity single just coming out as well, Alibi Island, a single called Remedy, and I was 99% sure that was the beautiful Finian Lennon right in the middle of the... But that's not you.
No.
Are you sure? Because you're so busy, maybe you made that single and you don't remember.
No, I'm sure.
Okay, I'm just thinking, it's possible that you did it and then just realised, oh, that's right, that was me. So what's the plans at the moment? What have you got lined up? Are you auditioning, I'm guessing, but have you got anything in particular you're hopeful about or chasing?
Oh, well, just recently I finished a week's filming for another short film called The Dressmaker. Which
right.
Just also got nominated for Best Script.
Wow, that's great.
I was really happy about that.
And given your, already your kind of great kind of degree of experience, would you be ever tempted to write and direct or kind of go into that area?
Oh yes, actually I was really interested, like Sean sort of, and all that, him being only 14, 15 and writing and directing. I
think he's a 28-year-old midget. I think he's faking it. There's no way he's only that age is directing like that. He's definitely a midget. I'm going to check it. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to count the rings on his teeth. There's something going on there. So that would be something that you'd sort of see, well why not? Especially in this day and age when all the tools are there and they're not going to cost you a mortgage and not going to cost you a life savings. So
it's more accessible nowadays, which is very handy.
Now, I don't know, ultimately the art is important, but this kind of line of work can come with great riches. Do you hope one day to be able to afford to live in Dalgany? Is that the plan, or?
One day I hope to, maybe buy a house for my mum somewhere nice.
Boom. There you go. Well, if you make it really, really well and you have maybe 10 or 11 blockbusters, you can afford a house in Dalgany. That'd be great. Nice.